Hello everyone, welcome to another series of weekly current affair quiz. Let's begin today's session. First question is, which of the following is or are the domains of the performance grading index? 1. Learning outcomes and quality. 2. Equity. 3. Access. Options are only 1 and 2, only 1 and 3, only 2 and 3, or 1, 2 and 3. The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Recently, the Department of School Education and Literacy, Ministry of Education released the Performance Grading Index, that is PGI, for states and union territories for 2020-21. The PGI structure comprises of 1000 points across 70 indicators grouped into two categories, that is outcomes and governance management. These categories are further divided into 5 domains: learning outcomes, access, infrastructure and facilities, equity, and governance process. Next question is, which product from Jammu and Kashmir is on display and sales at Shilp Samagam 2022 Delhi Haat? Madhubani paintings, handicraft items, Sozni work shawls, or wooden toys? The correct answer is option C, Sozni work shawls. Shilp Samagam is being organized from 1st to 15th November 2022. During the 15 days Shilp Samagam marketing exhibition, the products from 19 different states and union territories are on display and sales at Shilp Samagam 2022 Delhi Haat. Bihar, handloom work, Madhubani paintings. Assam, cane and bamboo, handicraft items. Jammu and Kashmir, Ari work, Sozni work, Kashmiri shawls. Karnataka, wooden toys, incense sticks, and many more. Next question is, it is a unique type of interceptor with advanced technologies available with a very few nations in the world. It is designed for both low exoatmospheric and endoatmospheric interception of long-range ballistic missiles as well as aircraft. Which of the following missiles is being described in the lines given above? AD-1, Prithvi-1, Rudram-1, or Astra? The correct answer is option A, AD-1 missile. DRDO, or Defense Research and Development Organization, conducted a successful maiden flight test of Phase 2 Ballistic Missile Defense, that is BMD interceptor AD-1 missile with large kill altitude bracket from APJ Abdul Kalam Island off the coast of Odisha on November 2nd, 2022. The AD-1 is a long-range interceptor missile designed for both low exoatmospheric and endoatmospheric interception of long-range ballistic missiles as well as aircraft. Next question is, what was the theme of the 7th India Water Week held from 1st to 5th November 2022? Water security for sustainable development with equity, water cooperation coping with 21st century challenges, water and energy for inclusive growth, or water for all striving together? The correct answer is option A, water security for sustainable development with equity. The 7th India Water Week 2022 was held from 1st to 5th November 2022 at India Expo Center, Greater Noida, NCR of Delhi, with the theme Water Security for Sustainable Development with Equity. The event is a multidisciplinary international conference focusing on new approaches for long-term water planning and management by incorporating principles of sustainability. Next question is, a gentle revolutionary Elaban Bhatt was conferred with which of the following award in the year 1986? Ramon Magsaysay Award, Right Livelihood Award, Padma Bhushan, or Padma Shri? The correct answer is option C, Padma Bhushan. Elaban Bhatt, a noted Gandhian leading women's empowerment activist and renowned founder of the SEWA, that is Self-Employed Women's Association, passed away at the age of 89. Bhatt was the recipient of several honorary degrees and international and Indian awards, including the Ramon Magsaysay Award for Community Leadership in 1977, the Right Livelihood Award for Changing the Human Environment in 1984, Padma Shri in 1985 and Padma Bhushan in 1986. Next question is, the meeting of the Council of Heads of the Government or CHG of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization is held triennially, biennially, annually or quarterly. The correct answer is option C, annually. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar represented India at a virtual meeting of the Council of Heads of Government or CHG of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. The CHG meeting, which is held annually, focuses on the trade and economic agenda of the bloc and approves its annual budget. Next question is, which of the following is Northeast India's 16th airport? Dimapur, Lengpui, Pakyong or Doni Polo? The correct answer is option D, Doni Polo. Recently, the Union Cabinet chaired by PM Narendra Modi approved the naming of the Greenfield Airport at Holongi, Itanagar as Doni Polo Airport. The Doni Polo Airport in Itanagar is Northeast India's 16th airport. Currently, there are 15 operational airports in the northeastern region. Next question is, how many banks have been identified for participation in the Digital Rupee Wholesale Pilot Project? 9, 8, 7 or 11. The correct answer is option A, 9. Recently, the RBI launched the pilot for a central bank-backed digital rupee for the wholesale segment. The 9 banks are State Bank of India, Bank of Baroda, Union Bank of India, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Yes Bank, IDFC First Bank and HSBC. Next question is, which of the following is the state tree of Haryana? Shisham, Kikar, Peepal or Neem? The correct answer is option C, Peepal. Peepal or Bo tree, that is Ficus religiosa, is the state tree of Haryana. All parts of the peepal tree, including roots, bark, leaf and fruit, are useful. Next question is, recently which edition of the emissions gap report was released by the UNEP or United Nations Environment Programme? 12th, 13th, 14th or 15th? The correct answer is option B, 13th. Recently, the Emissions Gap Report 2022, the Closing Window Climate Crisis Calls for Rapid Transformation of Societies, was released by the UNEP or United Nations Environment Programme. The report is the 13th edition in an annual series that provides an overview of the difference between where greenhouse emissions are predicted to be in 2030 and where they should be to avert the worst impacts of climate change. Next question is, the newly developed 2 dwarf varieties of Kala Namak rice were tested in which of the following states? Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh or Delhi? The correct answer is option A, Uttar Pradesh. Indian Agriculture Research Institute has successfully tested 2 new dwarf varieties, Pusa Narendra Kala Namak 1638 and Pusa Narendra Kala Namak 1652 in Uttar Pradesh that give double the yield. Next question is, the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel is observed as Rashtriya Ekta Divas, Rashtriya Azadi Divas, Rashtriya Krantikari Divas or Rashtriya Swatantrata Divas. The correct answer is option A, Rashtriya Ekta Divas. Every year October 31st is marked as National Unity Day or Rashtriya Ekta Divas in India to observe Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's birth anniversary. Sardar Patel was popularly called the Iron Man of India. Next question is, recently Luis Inacio Lula da Silva became the new president of Venezuela, Chile, Argentina or Brazil. The correct answer is option D, Brazil. Former Brazilian President Luis Inacio Lula da Silva on October 30 defeated incumbent Jair Bolsonaro in an election. It marked a stunning comeback for the leftist leader and the end of the country's most right-wing government in decades. Next question is, the Indian Navy was represented by which of the following in the first edition of India-Mozambique-Tanzania Trilateral Exercise or IMT Trilat? INS Shivalik, INS Tarkash, INS Dunagiri or INS Taragiri? The correct answer is option B, INS Tarkash. The first edition of India-Mozambique-Tanzania Trilateral Exercise or IMT Trilat, a joint maritime exercise among the Indian, Mozambique and Tanzanian navies, commenced at Dar es Salaam, Tanzania on 27 October 2022. Indian Navy was represented by the Guided Missile Frigate INS Tarkash, a Chetak helicopter and Marcos Special Forces. Next question is, under which article of the Indian Constitution right to privacy is granted? Article 19, Article 21, Article 25 or Article 28? The correct answer is option B, Article 21. The right to privacy is protected as an intrinsic part of the right to life and personal liberty under Article 21 and as a part of the freedoms guaranteed by Part 3 of the Constitution. Next question is, the UN General Assembly designated 5th November as World Tsunami Awareness Day in which year? 2014, 2015, 2016 or 2017? The correct answer is option B, 2015. In December 2015, the UN General Assembly designated 5 November as World Tsunami Awareness Day, calling on countries, international bodies and civil society to raise tsunami awareness and share innovative approaches to risk reduction. Next question is, Ganga Utsav 2022 was celebrated on 4th November, 5th November, 2nd November or 3rd November? The correct answer is option A, 4th November. Ganga Utsav, the river festival, was celebrated on 4th November 2022. Initially, the festival started off as Ek Sham Ganga Ke Naam, a small event involving limited stakeholders in 2017. Next question is, the RISAT-2 was launched using Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, Geosynchronous Satellite Launch Vehicle, Small Satellite Launch Vehicle or none of the above? The correct answer is option A, Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle, that is PSLV. India's radar imaging satellite RISAT-2 on 30 October made an uncontrolled re-entry into the Earth's atmosphere at the predicted impact point in Indian Ocean near Jakarta. RISAT-2 was launched on 20 April 2009 by PSLV C-12 launch vehicle. Next question is, which union ministry released a report on Unified District Information System for Education Plus, that is UDI-SE Plus 2021-22? Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Home Affairs or Ministry of Women and Child Development? The correct answer is option B, Ministry of Education. Recently, Ministry of Education released a detailed report on Unified District Information System for Education Plus 2021-22 on school education of India. In UDI-SE Plus 2021-22, additional data on important indicators, these are digital library, peer learning, hotspot identification, number of books available in school library, etc., have been collected for the first time to align with the NEP 2020 initiatives. Last question is, the first celebration of the International Day of Biosphere Reserves marked the end of the 2-year celebrations of the 50th anniversary of which of the following program? TAB program, CAB program, MAB program or FAB program? The correct answer is option C, MAB program. The 3rd November 2022 was the first International Day of Biosphere Reserves. It also marked the end of the 2 years celebrations of the 50th anniversary of the Man and the Biosphere program, that is MAB program. So that's all for today. Do share your reviews about the program. Thanks for watching.